Welcome to the Canyon Ridge Middle School 6th grade choice sheet. This choice sheet tutorial is intended for students who are currently in the 5th grade and are transitioning to 6th grade at Canyon Ridge Middle School. Students will fill out their last name, they will then fill out their first name, and then they will put their Leander ISD student ID. The instructions for the choice sheet are right here, and to summarize this, students will come during their 5th grade visits. They will complete this choice sheet, which will be in duplicate copy with a CRMS faculty member or a staff member in the room with them. They will complete the sheet entirely, and then Canyon Ridge will keep the yellow portion of that duplicate copy and return the white portion home with your student's 5th grade teacher. That teacher will then distribute those to the students, and those students are to bring them home to you so that you can make any necessary changes, sign off on it, and then return to your student's 5th grade teacher by the date on the choice sheet. Once you've gone ahead and filled out the choice sheet, it's very important that you go to the Texas MyZone website and actually choose the courses for your student. If you just turn the choice sheet in, that's great, that's one step, but it's very important that you go on the Texas MyZone website and actually select the courses for your child. Instructions on how to get to the Texas MyZone website are here at step 3. And there are video tutorials on how to navigate Texas MyZone, although your student will be shown that process at their 5th grade visit, so they could actually probably do it for you. Of course, if you have any questions, give the counseling office here at Canyon Ridge a phone call. So let's move on to our actual choice sheet. Section A are our required core classes. On the left-hand side, we make it pretty simple for you. Science, social studies, and math have already been pre-selected on your choice sheet, and they are also pre-selected on your Texas MyZone website. So when you log on to select your other courses, you should verify that your science, social studies, and the appropriate math class is already pre-selected for you. When it comes to math, whatever course your student is currently in the 5th grade will be what they'll be enrolled in the 6th grade. For instance, if they are in 5th grade PACE math, they will automatically roll up to 6th grade PACE. If they are in 5th grade on level, they will automatically roll up to 6th grade on level. For those students who will be testing to accelerate at the end of the school year or over the summer, that's fine. You're going to go ahead and again you'll be registered for the course as you sit right now, and then once the results of that testing, whatever test you go through, once those results come to us, we will then make that change for you at that time, and that is all stated in this section right here. Now, we're excited to introduce a new section for our 6th graders. This is a brand new section for our 6th graders here for language arts. In years past, we have had 6th grade language arts only, and students who are identified as PACE language arts or who were advanced in the language arts class receive that advanced instruction within the general language arts class. In other words, we didn't separate the classes. Now, recently, we've adopted Leander ISD has adopted a new class called Pre-AP Language Arts in the 6th grade. Now, Pre-AP Language Arts in 6th grade is open to all students. Anybody can sign up. There are no tests to get in. It is open to any student. That being said, students who are identified as Quest and currently identified as PACE Language Arts in their 5th grade, those students will already automatically be signed up and pre-enrolled for the Pre-AP Language Arts class. That means that if your student is in Quest, you'll see when you go into Texas MyZone that the Pre-AP Language Arts 6th class has already been selected. If your student has been identified as PACE Language Arts in the 5th grade, same thing. When you go into Texas MyZone, you'll see that the Pre-AP Language Arts course is already selected. That being said, if you are not identified as Quest and not identified as PACE Language Arts, you are more than welcome to choose Pre-AP Language Arts if your student is ready for that advanced rigor. It is not an accelerated course, it is an advanced rigor, meaning it gives more depth to the language arts curriculum. A lot of you are probably wondering, since this is such a new course, how do I know if my student's the right fit for that course? Well, we would encourage you to go to the course catalog that we have online to read about the course, to see if your student is the right fit for that course, and enroll your student appropriately. That being said, if your student is a Quest student and you do not want them to be in the Pre-AP Language Arts class, our district representative, Kathy Wood, has asked that you reach out to her. And if your student is identified as PACE Language Arts and you do not want them identified or taking the Pre-AP Language Arts class, it'll be important that that you contact the Canyon Ridge Guidance and Counseling Office so we can discuss your reasoning and then schedule appropriately. So, moving on, we come down to Section B, and Section B is what we call our required non-core classes, and for 6th grade, that is either APS or Quest. If you are currently enrolled in 5th grade Quest, when you go online to Texas MyZone, you'll see that you will be enrolled in the Quest class, which is our Leander ISD Gifted and Talented program. If you are not currently in Quest in 5th grade, you will automatically be enrolled in the APS 6th class. Those of you that are interested in testing to get into the Quest class over the summer, that's fine. You will be enrolled in APS 6, and then once you do the testing and we get the testing results, we will then move you into the Quest class at that time. That is all described right here. So when you go into the Texas MyZone site, just confirm that your student is placed appropriately. If they're in Quest, you'll see Quest, and if they are not in Quest, you'll see APS 6. Now we come down to the physical activity requirements. Students in 6th grade are required to take a physical activity component. Really, their choices are limited. Boys will be automatically pre-selected for Boys Lifetime Fitness or Physical Education class. And if you'd like to change that and possibly take the dance class or one of the dance options, by all means, please contact our counseling office. But for the majority of our students, we've gone ahead and simplified that and pre-selected it and are happy to make any changes if your student falls into that choice. For our females, the females do have a choice, and so we've left it open for you guys to select here on the choice sheet, as well as you'll see that you'll have to choose that when you get to Texas MyZone. For girls that want to take a full year of Girls Lifetime Fitness, you will select, put a check mark here or an X here at 7602. And for those students who want a semester of Lifetime Fitness and then a semester of the girls dance class, you will put an X or a check mark on this line next to 9806. And again, when you go to the Texas MyZone website, you will choose whichever course you've chosen on your choice sheet. That being said, we cannot control whether you get PE first or the dance class first. And once students sign up for the semester course, we do not change them at semester. So let's say a student is in 6th grade, she takes the Lifetime Fitness course for the first semester, and then at semester she realizes she loves Lifetime Fitness and wants to stay in it. Unfortunately, we ask students to honor their commitment, and so she will rotate out of Lifetime Fitness and go into the dance class. So it's real important that you guys or ladies make this decision wisely, because you'll be asked to honor that decision. Coming down to Section D, we have what we call your full year electives, and students have the choice, and we've asked them to put an X next to the choice that they want to be in. They have the choice of band. They have the choice of boys choir for boys, girls choir for girls, or the elective wheel. Of course, in band, you would sign up for band, and then the instructors would meet with all students interested in being band and signifying that they're interested in band by this X, and they would then do their instrument placement. Students who are interested in boys choir simply have to put an X there. Same thing for girls choir. And then students who are not interested in either band, boys choir, or girls choir would put an X next to the elective wheel. Currently, the elective wheel consists of a semester of art and a semester of theater arts, and students would rotate between those two over the school year. So I think what we've actually asked you to do in this instructions is to put an X next to the class that you want, and then to put a 1A and a 2A next to your first alternative and second alternative. So if I want to be in band, I would put an X next to band, and then if my backup is to be the first American Idol, or to be American Idol, I would put a 1A next to boys choir, and then let's say my next option is elective wheel, I'd put a 2A there. When you go into Texas MyZone, we're not concerned about the 1A and 2A, the backup choices. When you go into Texas MyZone, if you put an X next to band, then on Texas MyZone, you'll just select band and move on. Again, we ask our students to honor their full year commitments. So 6 weeks in, if band isn't your thing and you say you want to get out, your first opportunity to do that is more than likely going to be in 7th grade after your 6th grade year is done and you've committed to your full year commitment. Then that does it. You've gone through all the sections. Your parents are going to sign off on it. You already have it dated. Your Canyon Ridge staff member will have already initialed it here to say that what you've chosen while you've been at 5th grade visits is appropriate. You'll go ahead and return it to your 5th grade teacher by March 21st. And like I said, it's very important that after you do the choice sheet that you go onto the Texas MyZone website and actually register for your classes. Choose your Section D class, choose your Section C class, specifically if you are a female, and if you're not pre-enrolled in the language arts class because you're not in Quest or PACE Language Arts, to choose which one of those two you want as well. And that completes our tutorial for the choice sheet at Canyon Ridge Middle School. Best of luck.